to From Market to Table. I'm Sarah. With me today again is Lillian, and we are going to prepare for you today a couple of fun summer recipes. It's finally summer. Yes. We have some warmer weather, so these are great whether you're just at home with a family or headed to a picnic. So Lillian, you're going to get us started, and we're doing dessert first today.
I am having a very simple and very refreshing fruit salad. And I mean, it is really very simple to do. You need to drain your fruit first. And we have 1 large can of fruit cocktail, which has been, most of the juice has been drained. So we just put it in a bowl.
I like it. No chopping. No cutting, no chopping.
No, nothing. Then we have sliced peaches. And we mix that together. And then we top it off with mandarin oranges. And as I said, all of this has been drained so that it's not too juicy. There's a little juice, but not much. Then, believe it or not, all you do is sprinkle instant lemon pudding on the top.
That's fabulous.
Mix it up and refrigerate it just until it chills. This is why we're doing it first, so I can get it in the cooler, and then you'll see what the finished product looks like when it's done. And this is something that, you know, the kids always want to help with the barbecues. And you can't very well let them grill.
Right.
Depending on the ages, of course. But this is something that they can do so that they feel like they're part of the summer picnic. So now I'm going to turn it back over to Sarah, and I am going to go ahead and take this in and just put it in the cooler.
Great. Sounds good. I'm excited to see what it looks like when it's done.
Thank you. I shall return.
Okay. All right. I am going to first show you a loaded potato chip dip. And this recipe comes from Tasty. So I'm going to do, the recipe called for 8 ounces of sour cream and 8 ounces of cream cheese, but I'm doing the whole thing with sour cream just to make it easier. So we're doing 16 ounces of sour cream. Then we're going to do just a packet of ranch dip mix. I'm going to go ahead and stir this up. So this is our go-to in my family, even my extended family, as our veggie dip. So we almost always put out a veggie tray when we're all together on Sundays. And this is our go-to veggie dip usually. So to that, to just, you know, your basic ranch dip, you're going to add the things that you would put in a loaded baked potato, which is why it's called a loaded potato chip dip. So we're going to put about a cup of shredded cheddar cheese, or you can change it up a little bit and do something spicy, or if you have a different favorite cheese, you can do that.
That looks good.
Yeah, you're just essentially putting everything in here that you would put on a loaded baked potato and making it into a dip for your chips or your fries.
See, we are so easy today.
Yep, that's what summer's about. Nobody wants to spend time in the kitchen, especially now that we have nice weather outside.
And we're not floating away at the present time.
Right, right. Okay, and then this morning I'm cheating and I'm just doing bacon bits, and this is real bacon. Normally I would just cook the bacon at home and crumble it and put it in, just because then it's just bacon. So we're going to do about a half a cup of this. And this is one that you don't need to measure. just eyeball it, put a little bit in, mix it up, and if you feel like you want more on there, then put more in.
That would be so wonderful on a baked potato.
Yes. Yeah, you could mix this up too if you're doing a baked potato bar to let everybody just put a huge dollop on their own potato at the end. And then we have green onions, and I'm going to do about a quarter cup of that. And I am reserving at least a little bit to put on top once we put it in our serving bowl. And you can leave the green onions out.
Yes, but it looks colorful.
Yes, definitely.
You know, I bet you could even put some pimentos in there.
Oh, I'm sure you could put lots of different goodies in here.
If, you know, if you wanted more color.
Yeah, that's true. I always like to have food that looks beautiful as well as tastes good.
Because, see, I'm fast forwarding. I'm thinking for baked potatoes at Christmas.
Ooh, yeah.
With the red and the green.
Yeah, that sounds really good. That would be fun. Okay, so then we're just gonna top it with some extra cheese, some extra bacon. Oops, we got our
Sarah
little
makes things
freshness
look
packet.
so attractive. Well, who even wants to dig in and bother eating it now?
My children love to destroy the things that I do.
This is true. Yes. See, it's been too long
that
since
looks so
I've
pretty.
had
Let me wreck it. Yeah. All right, and then some extra green onion. And then you will just, you know, serve this with your chips. Of course, use like a prettier platter at home. And then that is your loaded potato chip dip. Another quick, easy summer, you know, and these are things that you probably have in your fridge.
Oh,
so
yes.
if you're last minute invited somewhere, you can throw this together and have a nice homemade,
That's
easy
right, because
dip.
on your way there, you can always stop and pick up chips.
Exactly. Yep. But us, we always have chips in our house.
Now, don't you know that chips are not healthy for you?
80-20. 80-20. 80% what you should eat, 20% what you want.
No comment.
No comment.
Because with the way I do math, it would be the other way around. Okay.
All right.
All
What do
right.
you have for us
Okay,
next?
now we're going to talk about hot dog sauce. Now, I don't know, well, I suppose being that Armstrong is based in Butler, Butler had years ago the Butler hot dog shop. I don't know, since I don't live down that way anymore, if they still have, is it still in existence, the Butler hot dog shop? I'm asking our cameraman. Yes. Oh, okay, I got,
New version, but it's not the same.
okay, I got the answer that it's a new version, not the same. So mine is a new version, not the same as the original hot dog sauce from Butler, because I always thought that it was rather spicy. So I've, in my years of experience here eating hot dogs, which are not healthy either, I have toned it down, and what we do is we start off, and the reason I'm not doing it now is because you have to simmer it for 2 hours. So I have the finished product here. When it is done simmering for 2 hours, this is what it looks like. And it's wonderful because you can make it in the winter when the weather's cold and you can leave things simmer that long because it freezes fantastically. But what you need are all of the ingredients right here. You start off with 2 to 3 pounds of hamburger with a cup of chopped onions. And you brown the hamburger and the onions, and then you drain off any excess fat or grease. Then you add all of your spices. And your spices consist of salt. You have just a slight bit of salt, just a sprinkle of salt, but then you have black pepper. You have a whole tablespoon of black pepper. Oh, and a tablespoon of sugar. I did bring my bag of sugar. A tablespoon and a half of paprika. You also use chili powder. Now, depending on how hot you want it, is how much chili powder
Yeah,
you
there's
put
the spice.
in. Right. I only used a tablespoon
Okay.
of chili powder, so it's not that hot.
So for a mild, kid-friendly,
Yes.
the tablespoon is still
Yes.
kid-friendly?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, very much so. And believe it or not, and this is the hardest thing to find, 14 ounces of ketchup.
Oh, the size.
Yes.
Is that a 14-ounce size?
Yes, it is.
That's impressive.
And
Exactly
this
14
is much more
ounces.
expensive than buying a big bottle.
Oh.
So I figured out, and you can't use like cups that have 16 ounces or 8 ounces, because then you wind up with 16 ounces.
Right,
which
right.
is too much.
Right.
So
I think my glass measuring cup, I wonder, will it show 14 or does it? No.
no, that's the problem.
How funny.
So when I get home
But-
now, I'm going to wash this out more
Oh,
carefully.
and nice.
I
Smart.
cheat. So I just take my big bottle of ketchup, fill up the 14-ounce bottle, and I know I have 14 ounces of ketchup.
Perfect. Good plan.
Okay, then you use ground cloves as well as nutmeg. And you add these all at once with 6 cups of water. While this is just simmering, you take another cup of water and a cup of flour and you make a paste. You add it to that and just leave it simmer for 2 hours. And this is the end product.
Nice. I'm excited to try it.
It is very simple, and like I said, it freezes fantastically.
Oh, that's always a plus.
Yes, you can use this in many other things. You can use it as your basis for your chili.
Okay.
Just by adding beans to it.
Okay.
You can use it in your walking tacos.
Oh, very good.
As a
You could put
sauce.
it out in your baked potato bar.
That's it. So it's very, very versatile. You can use it for so many things. And like I said, it's a fast and quick thing. Grab it out of the freezer, pop it in the microwave, thaw it. And who doesn't have hot dogs in the in
Right.
the freezer? So you can always use it. Now, we're also going to use it in Sarah's hot dog
Yes.
boats. Look at
yes,
this.
I'm so excited about this recipe. I thought this was so fun. And everybody loves to grill out in the summer, but the problem is then you have to have somebody there manning the grill. So then you have somebody who's kind of missing out on the social interaction, missing out on the fun. So I was looking up hot dog recipes and I found this one, and I think this is such a great idea. So this is another tasty recipe, and these are chili cheese dog boats. Chili cheese dog boats. So they're very simple to do, just a couple quick steps, and then you've done the prep ahead of time before your guests arrive, and then can serve them and not miss out on any of that time with everybody. So I have some excellent news for you, because one of the things that you said when we were talking about hot dogs was they're not good for you. So
you got the organic ones.
This makes hot dogs good for y'all. Okay? These don't eat them unless you want to never eat another type of hot dog again. They are so good,
Yes.
they will spoil you for any other hot dog you've ever enjoyed. These are non-GMO, they're organic, they're made with 100% grass-fed, pasture-raised beef, so they're organic, they are excellent. These are so good, and then I can feed my kids hot dogs without feeling guilty about it. So we
Right.
have these, and I'm like, they just got their organic grass-fed beef.
Right, because usually in hot dogs there's so many fillers.
Right,
But
and it's a mixture of several different kinds of meat.
That's
There's
right.
pork and everything, and so these are so good. I can't say enough good things about them, and then you don't have to feel bad about hot dogs. Now, They are, of course, more expensive,
Right.
but I've heard many, many people say, and I truly believe, you either spend your money at the grocery store to stay healthy, or you're going to spend it at the doctor's office and in the pharmacy to try to regain your health from toxic eating. So
But you
spend a
figure
little
the
bit extra on the
doctors
hot
need to
dogs.
go on vacation too.
Well,
And
doctors
you
still
might as
have
well.
plenty to do with, kids needing stitches and breaking arms and all that good stuff.
Yes,
People are
there's no
having
organic
babies,
thing, yes.
Yeah, so yeah, there's
no
nothing you can do to
organic
avoid that.
juice.
Yes, yes. My kids eat organic hot dog. We've had lots of broken bones and many, many stitches. So that unfortunately does not completely.
doesn't cover it.
Yes. But hey, you got to get rid of some mama guilt.
This
And this
is
is a
true.
way to get rid of some of it. So, all right, moving on. We could just chit chat all day,
Oh,
couldn't
yes,
we?
we can. This
All
is
right,
fun.
It is fun. So the first thing you're gonna do, if you use a regular size hot dog buns, you can put all 8 in here, but I actually use the bakery baked sausage rolls. They're a little bit sturdier and heartier, and you're gonna fill them up with lots of good stuff. So I recommend using a harder roll. They're bigger, hold more of all the goodies we're gonna put in, and then they also won't turn to mush with everything you put
Right.
into it. So what we're going to do is make a little pocket for our goodies. So, and you have a preview here on your right, my left, of what this is going to look like. So don't go the whole way down, but you're just going to make a rectangle, and then you're going to
Just
push
it
this
in.
part down in. You could dig it out if you really wanted to, but it's not necessary. So if you do want less bread, if you want to eat a little bit less bread in the recipe, you could just dig it out. Like there's a popular sub-making chain that used to do that. They used to
And
dig
not
out the
only
center of
that,
their rolls.
But then the part that you dig out, you can dry to use as breadcrumbs.
That's an excellent idea. Very good idea. So this seems kind of labor intensive, but as you can see, it goes pretty quickly. And like I said, I feel like it's worth it to not be cooking when your guests are there.
And it can be done ahead of time.
Yes. Yep, 100%. All right, so we push those down in, and then the next thing you're going to do is take 4 tablespoons of butter and melt it, and then you're going to add 2 cloves of minced garlic and 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley, finely chopped, and you're gonna set a little bit aside for a garnish at the end. So I already did that because I prepared these, and then you're just going to take a pastry brush, scoop up all those goodies, and you're going to just coat your sausage rolls or hot dog buns or whatever it is you decide to use. So this is essentially making them a garlic roll.
Right.
You know, the garlic butter. You could use, if you don't have fresh garlic on hand, you could use garlic salt or garlic powder, or if you don't want the chunks of garlic on your hot dog, then you could definitely use something else. Don't avoid a recipe because you don't have exactly what it calls for. That's something that I
yes.
definitely did when I would first start cooking. It's like, oh, I don't have this spice, I can't make it. Or, oh, I don't have this version of this item. I don't have minced garlic, so I can't do it. Or, you know.
Well, you know,
So-
as you get older then, and your children will come back and say, Mother, my pinches are not the same as yours. When you make something, will you write it down specifically for me?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Well, my children would be
Little
lucky
do they
because
know.
I'm not creative enough in the kitchen yet to make my own recipes. I just use other people's.
Oh, well, I open the cupboard, whatever there, okay, I better use that up and this up and
I've not yet reached that point in my cooking career.
you have a long time
I
yet.
do. Yes. So, okay. So you're going to heat your oven up to 350, and once you have cut your buns or rolls and use the pastry brush to put your melted butter and garlic and parsley on there, Then you will take this and put it in the oven for 5 minutes. And when that's done, your result will be this. So this I already did off camera before we started filming. So this already had the garlic butter spread on it. And as you can see, it's like nice and crispy now. And it's a nice like garlicky roll. So once you reach that point, you're going to take slices of cheddar cheese or American cheese, whatever you like, or you could even do shredded cheese.
You know, pepper jack would be good on that. If you wanted
to change it up. And
yes.
So we're going to put that down inside of here, and here's where Lillian's delicious chili comes into play. We're going to
just mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, stir this up a little bit so that we can spoon it out.
While you're doing that, I'm going to get my Jello out of the cooler.
Sounds good. So we're going to put a spoonful of the chili down. Then we're going to take one of our hot dogs. And if you use a regular size hot dog bun, depending upon how you cut them, you might have to cut a little bit off of your hot dog. These ones, they just barely fit in there. And then we're going to put a little bit more. We're going to put the chili sauce on top as well. And we're just going to do that for the rest of our buns. So we're going to tuck our cheese down in there, layer of chili, hot dog, and more chili.
Do you need your hot dog set?
I do need my finished product, yes. I was gonna sneak back there and get it.
She makes me, she waits until I come back out and then tells me, oh, yes. Would you like me to get that for you?
I was going to run back and get them, but if you would like to do it.
Oh, I will certainly do that.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so our last one for on camera here. Layer of chili. Hot dog. And more chili. Now, I'm a cheese lover, and my family, we're all cheese lovers. So I did put some extra shredded cheddar cheese over top of mine that you will see in just a moment. So you'll do that for all of them, and then you'll put this back in your 350-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. And Miss Lillian,
I am going to eat these on my way
brought
out.
out my final product. Oh, and we had some explosions here.
Yes.
They weren't tucked in because I only wanted to do 3 for the show. But as you can imagine, if these had been tucked in and nestled in here with the other ones, they would be a little more put together and wouldn't have spilled out as much as they did. But you have your, delicious, cheesy, chili.
They look
hot dog
wonderful.
buns. Yes, yeah. So they'd be a little prettier. If they were all tucked in there, they wouldn't fall apart like this.
As long as it tastes good.
Exactly. That's what my kids and my husband always say, which I'm thankful for that.
Right.
Okay, so how is...
And see, it has just set up enough for the instant pudding.
Fantastic. So how long does that need to be in the refrigerator then?
It can be in for as long as you want, really.
Okay. Minimum?
Because the longer it's in, the more flavor will disperse through everything.
Right.
But
okay.
it only takes, it's something fast that you can throw together. Mm-hmm. You can put this in, do it, and go about doing something else, and then just pull this out and it's ready.
Yeah, so while that's in the fridge, you can do your hot dogs.
Exactly.
You probably have enough time while the buns are in there.
That's
getting
true.
set up with the garlic butter to throw that all together. Good stuff. Okay. I think we're done for the day then. So,
Well, hey, enjoy.
yes, so we have our chili cheese dog boats. We have our loaded potato chip dip. We have Lillian's hot dog chili, multi-purpose here. And then
The fruit salad.
The fruit salad. So we hope that you will try out some of these recipes for the second half of summer here, as summer starts to
Yes.
wind down already, unfortunately. And that you and your friends and family and neighbors can enjoy all these things together. And until then, we'll see you at the market.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day.